inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Now, here is an interesting topic: introvert versus extrovert. Who is the better fit to be an entrepreneur? First of all, let me say this. I don't like labels. I don't like them at all because they have a tendency to impose limitations. And what you will find in the entrepreneurial space is that a lot of entrepreneurs say, I'm an introvert by nature. Guess what? I am an introvert by nature. For those of you that know me personally or have known me throughout my life, as a child, maybe you haven't seen me in a while, but you know me from high school. Maybe you even know me from maybe a little bit more than a decade back. You would say, August? No, she isn't an introvert. Not the way she used to get on the dance floor and twerk. Not the way she used to go to the skating rink and dance. Not the same young woman who spoke up about everything that was going wrong in high school or was willing to stand up and speak in church and say what the Sunday school lesson is about. No, not her. Not Mrs. I will just hop on a live video and get out there and tell people, this is what you need to do for your business. And I'm just real and raw and, and I'm all about your goals and I'll cuss you out if you are tripping and I got this funky head, half shaved. No, she couldn't be an introvert. Well, according to the definition, I am. And that is because I actually prefer to be by myself. I can go for hours and never speak on the phone with anyone, never move, not have a TV on, not have the music playing. I don't have to be in the presence of people. And a lot of times I actually prefer to be by myself. But does that mean that I'm not fit to be an entrepreneur? Does that mean that being an entrepreneur is grossly uncomfortable for me? No, it doesn't. What it means is because I have a proper mindset that the time when I am by myself is not idle. It's a time when I can produce. It is a time when I can study. What about you? Oh, I just don't really like crowds. I really don't like people. No, let's slow down and let's pipe it down a bit. First of all, the word introvert has a bad rap. Introverts are not people who don't like other people or don't like being around other people. We just want to make sure that when we are around other people, that it's worth something. when we're having conversations that is about something. Extroverts have a tendency to be able to participate in idle conversation better than introverts can. Neither one is more qualified or less qualified than the other, but let's look at one reason why an extrovert could potentially be a poor individual to be a business owner if we really want to hone in on these labels. Because extroverts like attention. They like to be in the crowd. They like to be around people. But you could be so busy entertaining that you're not being productive. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I wanted to, I could take a whole lot of time breaking down whether or not an introvert or an extrovert is a good fit to be an entrepreneur. And I'm here to say, just take the label away, period. Look at the positive aspects of who you are as an individual and see how that can be incorporated into you being an entrepreneur. Yes, there will be times when you have to go to networking events. You don't like networking events. It's not because you're an introvert. It's because a lot of times the experience is not intimate. The experience seems fabricated. Hi, who are you? Who are you? Give me your card. Go on about your business. Because introverts that go to events like I've been in the past, where it doesn't feel like a networking experience, says, wow, I really had a great time. Like I said, there's just a tendency to like very meaningful experiences as opposed to fluff and bull. So what I want to challenge everyone to do today, this is a really quick episode, is I want you to go and take the time and look at the data and say, okay, who am I? What do I like to do? And what don't I like to do? Take off of the fact that that is a characteristic of an introvert or an extrovert. Then when you look at what you like to do and what you don't like to do, look at how the like to do items could be beneficial for you to build your business, and how the don't like to do's can be transformed into something else to help you build your business. Your desire to not always be in the presence of people and not have conversation means that you have a lot of time in which you could be studying your competition, doing market research, developing products and services, looking and investigating your clientele because they're putting all of their business out there on Facebook. It just means that you could be doing something different in those down times that would be beneficial for you when it comes to excelling at your business. And instead of looking at it as a negative, look at it as an opportunity. If you are the kind of individual that doesn't have a problem getting out, mixing and mingling with people, look at the positives and the negatives. When you do that, are you just sociable but not focused, and making sure that you're making conversation that's going to lead into who you are as a person in your business? Simple things like that. So this is a basic conversation, but I know so many entrepreneurs that have been held back because of this terminology. And it's like, no, it's got to go. Here's another reason why being an introvert is a beautiful thing. Some of you say, oh, no, I don't want to do Facebook Live. I'm an introvert, so that's why I can't do it. Being an introvert is actually perfect to do Facebook Live because it's just you and the camera. Your lack of desire to do Facebook Live has nothing to do with whether or not you're an introvert or an extrovert. It has everything to do with the fact that there's some self-esteem issues. There's some mindset blocks. There are some false perceptions of whether or not your presentation is good enough. You may be lacking confidence in your speaking. Do you say too many ums, ahs, so's, or do you stutter? You may be questioning whether or not you're communicating clearly. You may think that people will not understand the point that you're trying to get across. Do you guys see where I'm going? A lot of times we can make connections where there is no connection. That's a confidence issue, not an issue of whether or not you're an introvert versus an extrovert. So this was very simple. This was a very simplistic segment. I want you guys to take the time and look at this. Then I want you to come back and give me some comments and tell me what you discovered about yourself. You're not an introvert. You're not an extrovert. You're a human being with a vision, with a passion. You're a person with a purpose who needs to get it out there. And what you need to understand is where your strengths lie and what areas you can improve in and how you make the necessary adjustments to get to the next level. All right? So that was very simple. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in